Hey lovelies, I know it's been a while since I've shared a video. First of all, I'm going to share that this video is probably going to be a little longer. Also, it's very much a balanced video. Oh, you can see the I've been thinning the garden. I don't know if you can see this places where I've been thinning it. Actually, for the first time 2 days ago, had some kale, baby kale and stuff. Really excited about that. So anyway, this video will be very balanced, which I'm actually really proud of. So sharing that. So one thing, with me, when in regards to what I was vibing into in regards to sharing and knowing that generally if we're trying to direct energy out, it's because we're avoiding our own energy. This one's a little different actually. I'm actually deeply tapping into, and I'm sharing in a sense a way of kind of getting it off my chest. Also a desire to actually be heard and seen, which I think in the past I had not been willing to acknowledge that. But yeah, deeply sensing that. Also, I'm sharing this as, I would say like an open letter from a female, individual female, the female collective energy, female Aquarian, an extremely sensitive being. Also for all those really sensitive beings and people who really want to open up but are scared. We have another open rose up there. Who are scared because of the current energy and response they would get from others. I'm sharing this letter for them, as well as oh my goodness, I love that these roses are I guess at least to some level heirloom, so they still have a beautiful smell. Anyway, from the beings that will be coming in, because one thing I think that I think most people agree with, that beings are coming in even more sensitive as the energy on the planet speeds up. People become beings who are born into that are more and more sensitive. They having faster energy, and of course dealing with all the technology and that also I think is speeding up the energy of the collective as well. So having stated that, so my goodness, so this letter is coming out in part of a couple different things going on. One, I've just, of course, always, me always vibing into my energy, always expanding my energy. I was really opened, or really could feel the Virgo new moon. So this is a lot of coming out from that space. Also having the chance to watch a video that just really opened up my concept of spirituality, enlightenment, and going more to a source perspective, a more energetic, a more open, just really reminded me not to lock on to any, or hold on to, grasp on to any particular perspective. Super amazing. Just like literally just, when I first vibed, I was like, my mind just got way blown open, and was really excited about that. At the same time, vibing into another movie which actually shared kind of a similar concept, and they were from the two different perspectives. One from a place of deep pain, and one from a place, and I didn't watch the whole pain one, which I was actually I'm glad that someone kind of just did a quick little review on it. I was able to tap at that and move on. And the other one from a place of empowerment, and so it was really just delicious and luscious just to be able to vibe into the two, and then reference and reflect into myself, which allowed me to really vibe into and start opening up my root chakra and sacral chakra, which was really amazing. And then had a conversation with someone whose vibration was of a complete different vibration than mine. I actually had one, I was trying to help this person actually, and their response was not quite in alignment, and it really just threw my energy for a tailspin. And because I've experienced that, so as I think many people have, definitely not, like I said, I'm speaking from a place of my individual perspective, but knowing that this is a collective experience, just really threw my energy for a tailspin, and vibing into the energy of blame and why my heart just really closed down. It was like, okay, it was just this energy of blame, and seeing how, like I said, as individuals and collectives, that feels like very much where the human species once again is. We're really speeding up at the same time closing down even harder because we open up, experience pain, then we just shut down even harder. And seeing that that's what I have been going through for many years now, particularly since my Kundalini awakening. I'm also once again realizing that is what the collective is going through, and like I said, as beings come through, they are also experiencing that. So I'm sharing this to first and foremost say, oh my gosh, everyone, please be aware of your energetic sharing, your energetic imprint, whatever energy you have. Be aware of that. Honor it, appreciate it, but also be aware that we are one. We are all one. We are all experiencing everything at the same time. So whatever you share, whatever you are, it does affect everyone else. And also to be hugely aware of your nourishment, so that way you can, whatever your energetic imprint, it determines what is nourishing to your system. That's the one thing I totally still vibe in the concept of there are 8 billion different paths to enlightenment. And of course we get into what I think about enlightenment now, but it's not really important. The important thing is that because what is energetically nourishing to your energetic imprint is what's going to lead you to enlightenment. And that is something that I think is equally as important, because for every person to reach enlightenment, they have to nourish their whole being, and they have to do it in a way that is unique to them. And so it's like, if saying I want people to be aware of energy, because I want y'all to be aware of trying to keep your energy as high as possible, as nourished as possible, so that you share the highest vibration, the fastest vibration with others, because every single person is being affected by whatever energy you have. So obviously now, flip side of that is we should not blame anyone for whoever someone is, whatever level they are at. That is obviously where they're at, and they have a right to that, and we should not expect anything different. I think that the biggest thing for me in my journey right now is in how to balance out seeing the divinity of every person, knowing that we're all divine, we're all source, we're all connected, without an expectation of trying to force someone to raise their vibration because their energy is affecting me. And that's definitely a space that I am definitely remembering definitely remembering right now. And of course, a part of that is the closing that any person experiences causes their own vibration to drop, as well as recognizing that our experiences with others also affect our energy. It's one thing that I loved about the movie that was from the slower vibration. Hugely vibed into that. As energetic containers, we are hugely affected by the energy of the collective, whatever people we experience. Basically, whatever energy we share, particularly as children, obviously the more energy that a child is experiences or that is sharing with them, allows their energetic container to be, I would say, I call it more mature or fuller. So yeah, let's see, is there any other vibes that I have other than just like, please be aware and also nourish yourself, as well as learn not to blame others, not to expect not to expect anything from anyone, knowing that every person is on their divine path and they have a right to that. So yeah. So anyway, I think that's like kind of what I'm vibing in regards to this at this point. It's just this, oh my gosh, just deep. Oh no, matter of fact, so the main part of this also is sharing. I'm sharing this also, one, to get off my chest, to share, also to ask, also I guess as a great mother energy, speaking for myself, speaking for the other female energies, those who are present, those who are coming through, also to say I am absolutely putting my foot down, absolutely putting my foot down and saying I absolutely will not accept anything less from anyone. Like, I guess what I'm realizing, and particularly in regards to community and tribe, but just in regards to any sharing, whether it be an intimate relationship, whether it be family, whether it be community, just not willing to accept anything less from anyone than first and foremost awareness of their energetic imprint, an awareness and an actual working towards nourishing their being in the highest, fastest vibration possible, and an awareness of their energy influence or sharing with others and how it influences others. I think it's one of the biggest things that in regards to kind of vibing in what is the solution, and I realized it's two beings coming together, fully aware, fully committed and willing to work towards maintaining and sharing the highest vibration. And if there's ever any lower, slower vibrations, absolute commitment to working through that in a balanced way. And that is where I just, vibing into, very rarely do you see that at this point in society. And I'm just like I said, great mother putting my foot down, saying, I ain't willing to accept anything less at this point. I realize it's something that I have to be willing to make the decision to say, I'm not engaging in any sharing that doesn't start off with that as the foundation. Absolutely as the foundation of it. So yeah, I think that's definitely, and like I said, this goes for any connection, whether it's tribal, whether it's intimate, anything. That is absolutely, for me, the foundation of any connection, because I realize it's the only way to keep anything from going and becoming imbalanced or going in any direction where either there's unnecessary expectations, lacking in seeing someone as divine, honoring capabilities. I guess it's like, as a great mother, it's like I see our divinity and I see our opportunities for growth at the same time, and I will honor both in all of my energetic sharing. So yeah, all right, y'all. Well, I feel like that's pretty much it. But y'all know me. Don't be surprised if there's follow-up videos. So once again, thank y'all for being y'all. Love y'all. If anyone wants to vibe in and share with me directly, by all means. If anyone wants to share this vid, by all means, because I feel like this is just something that was just really in line with the energy of the world and what's going on, and like a solution for those who are really looking towards it in a balanced way of saying, I honor my responsibility, I honor your responsibility, I honor my divinity, I honor your divinity. And it just will prevent kind of this pendulum that keeps happening as far as opening and closing. So I'm open to whoever might support, and also just let people know that, hey, you're not tripping. We're all not tripping. If we keep kind of opening and closing and things like that, it's a very valid reason for that. And realizing that, I guess the other part of it, this is going to prevent me from sharing another video. Another part of it is honoring our individual divinity and capabilities, and honoring our collective oneness, and particularly humanity, and being that we are tribal, group oriented in that. And also, of course, dealing with, depending on your particular energetic imprint, the solution may or may not come through individual work. It may come through collective work. And I'm really vibing, I've definitely, those who know me know that I've gone up and down and toggle around with this concept at points, wanting to kind of pull a Buddha, and other points kind of wanting to pull a Jesus, and other points wanting to do both. And so it's also an honoring that as humans, as energy flowing and sharing, and that we learn. I think that's the biggest thing in regards to healing, or just in regards to learning, period. we learn from others. Words, reading, videos, meditating. Like, our brains just really don't pay much attention to none of that stuff. It doesn't really matter how you do it, how long you do it. It's just not quite impactful enough. So it seems like there is a certain level of energetic sharing that is helpful, depending on, once again, your energetic imprint, to be able to raise someone's vibration. And not just also raise the vibration, but also to get our minds, particularly the parts of our minds that have been traumatized and were particularly when we were young, seeking and wanting love and expecting to experience a high level of energetic sharing focused on us. That part of us may or may not be open unless the learning or the attempt to change is coupled with a connection, with a healthy, loving connection. And that is something that I've just really been vibing into. Once again, it's interesting how the two movies, one showed one person who, the slower vibration, the person really just needing a whole lot of love, and the other person, it was kind of more of a Buddha sense, but also what they showed was that person had received a lot of love earlier. So it still kind of comes down vibing into this concept of to be really energetically nourished, we need to experience a high level of love at some point. And that's definitely something that, looking at both Buddha and Jesus' story, that you see very clearly. And even in like the story, like I've been vibing into Rumi recently and seeing the same thing. So this video is also like a vibing into that and realizing, definitely looking forward to connecting intimately with people, or a person. In fact, let me get that clear straight. Intimately connect with my rainbow mist, twin flame, soulmate, yada yada. At the same time, looking to connect with tribe, and then of course community. Wanting to see the world reach its highest vibration. But at the same time saying and knowing that is what's going to be energetically nourishing for me. Once again, thinking it's going to be energetically nourishing for all people. At the same time saying, this is what I vibe as nourishing. I'm just not going to be willing to accept it in a way that is not nourishing. So, but all right, y'all. I do vibe that this is the end of the video. Love y'all. Thank y'all. Those, like I said, who vibe it, want to connect with me directly, by all means. As long as you, like I said, you understand how to share, we're golden. I'm golden with that. Those of you want to share with others. Like I said, I think for those who are vibing into this and may not be able to verbalize it clearly as I have, it might be helpful. So, all right, y'all. Love y'all. Thanks. And let's see where we are time-wise. 18. Oh, you know me. I'll stop at 18:08.